calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5.
Touchdown, Jaguars! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tua. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down, Eagles.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run left with Pollard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as he rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And Kamal Martin there on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, it's Pollard. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Run for Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This is Gallman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And down he'll go at the 25. 90 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run with Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Waddle now to return it. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Nwangu. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. This time, Jackson will throw it on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a bit of a daunting task here for this offense as they'll start out at the 1-yard line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
And 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 17.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
2nd and 9.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kyle Pitts.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play action. Now Wentz. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Gallman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's complete to Gallman. He's to the 10 and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try the left side. Pollard. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nwangu. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. On the give is Nwangu. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. He'll find Nwangu underneath. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. He'll try again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Got some room at the 30, and all the way up to the 33-yard line. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Gallman will run it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
defense going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a give here to Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
103 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Pollard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jackson. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Here's Jackson. Pass complete. Hurst. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now Wentz. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Wentz. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. To throw is Wentz. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing, Jackson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Wentz to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. On play action, Wentz. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second and 10.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who